Hi. Hello. Welcome. We're here. It's happening. I've happened. I exist. I'm real. It I have occurred. Welcome. As you can see, I am streaming 4 hours later than usual, as usual, which then I guess means it isn't 4 hours later than usual, is it? This is sort of closer to a more practical time for me to stream, as far as I think the convenience of the people watching, compared to 4 hours earlier, which is more convenient for me to stream. I'm trying to reach a good compromise. And by compromise, I mean I'm just trying to stream at this later time whenever I am actually capable of doing so. When it's convenient and safe and secure. A lot of other words with S sounds in them. It's just happened that 2 weeks in a row, it's worked out. So I'll do it. Speaking of doing stuff, we're doing stuff today, as soon as the game decides to visually exist. You may think that we're just on the wait screen for me to transition over, but no, the game needs to visually acknowledge it's real before I can transition. There it goes, and there we go. Welcome, it's Hardspace. We're doing the thing we do, so let's do it. We beat Act 2 last time, which was a doozy, and we don't have any rights anymore, legally. Which is weird to think about. I liked having rights. I liked owning property. I liked having things. And now I don't technically, which is weird.
Cutter 9346-52. Your designated sleep period is now over.
I am awake.
Have a great day.
I imagine people have opinions. Now they've already said their piece last time. Well, now that we don't own property, let's own property. We are rank 18, which is part of the way to owning property. We have the grapple. One more salvage and we'll be able to get another collection of stuff as we get to rank 19. And we finally succumbed and got the demolition charges so that we can finally cut that which was considered uncuttable in the past. Other than that, we seem entirely ready to go. So let's go. What do we got to work with? What's our mission here? Alright, assuming that even though we don't own the ship anymore, we can still repair the ship, and I'd like to do that. We're looking for distributors, heat sinks, and ion coils. I also, for my own personal satisfaction, want to salvage a large ship. It's been a while. Last stream was almost exclusively mackerels, and I feel like that's not complicated enough. Hazard level 9. Javelin heavy cargo. Interesting, interesting. Any... yep, we got a ghost ship, but it's a mackerel, so who cares? We have a gecko ghost ship. Ooh. Distributors, not here. Heatsink, here. Ion coil, here. Looking for one with all three? There is literally no ship with all three. Actually, it seems like there's none with distributors at all. Where am I going to find a waste disposal unit? Where do you even get those? Have I ever found one? Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So, heatsink iron coil combo will work good enough for us. We could take on an Atlas, or we could take on... Okay. Actually, okay. Okay. I'm saying okay too much. The gecko has both. The other gecko has both. We could go for a ghost gecko. Oh, there it is. Gonna be honest, mildly disappointed by this gecko's inability to, like, be of value. Like, it's just 1 million more than the unghosted gecko. Probably because it's a heavy cargo as opposed to a salvage runner. Like, even the Stargazer is more valuable. Okay, if our goal, if our priority is working on the ship doctor as a long term, then our target should be one of the two geckos here. And I guess we do that. And in the interest of being interesting, let's do the ghost gecko. I can already feel the mistake I am making destroying me from the inside out. Get ready for this.
Doesn't it feel so much calmer and focused out there? In fact, I'm gonna leave Weaver on mute a while. Let him cool down.
You're a real waste of skin, Hal.
Careful now, Curazon. I can put you on leave, too. Just like your pal Lou. You know the real beauty of that? When you're on leave, you're still Link's property. Can't do much of anything without our say-so.
Shouldn't we be working instead of chatting?
Oh, I am working, Curazon. This is my job. You, on the other hand, you better get to it. You too, Kaido.
Yes, sir.
And you, 52. Let's get those ships stripped, people.
Unlike you, I can work while talking, and have been working the entire time. So get on my level. I mean, okay, I'm trying to brag to Hal. I don't mean to, like, side brag to the other two. Like, that was targeted at Hal. That wasn't, I'm not trying to be, like, the superior salvager on, like, this station. I'm just trying to show off to Hal as a form of, like, internal spite. Oh, hey, by the way. That happened. Kind of missed it. Apologies. Busy working. I take pride in my expertise at the ability to rip a ship into pieces. Now, we've got one entire hostile AI to... Oh, they're different sizes. Still can't manually delete them. Don't get to go at me. Oh, you are in exotic shapes and sizes. Who knew? Don't say presents. That makes it sound weird. I will say that a lot of the nodes appear to be on the exterior of the ship, which is convenient because I don't have to deal with anything. I just have to deal with you. I will say it's hard to visually detect these, even with the scanner. Oh, almost missed one. There you are. I wonder why it's only the ships with AI nodes that require the AI nodes to be destroyed. Like, I would expect maybe an AI node to exist on... Alright, the hostilities have begun. Load up your loads because we're about to board and doored. That wasn't a real sentence. I apologize. Anyway, how do I get in here? That says airlock. Are you cargo or... I don't think you're cargo, you're just a door. You're one of those, like, overhead garage door looking things, aren't you? Weird. Anyway, I hope to destroy the AI as quickly as possible, with the intent to get the music back so that we can have music to enjoy. Oh, look. Alright, buddy. Where are you at? Get some of the purple items out of the way so I can see better. Oh, they're in the superstructure. I can't get to them. There's one in the reactor? You diabolical monster. That is evil. I don't know if I can save you. Weirdly enough, I feel like the line cutter is a more precision tool than the point cutter. Brick! Alright, forget everything I ever said. Okay, not everything, just the previous statement. I'm over-exaggerating. The good news is we're in the superstructure now. We can target the AI from here. Hey, buddy. Goodbye. How do I go forward? Can I not go forward? Is the airway too tight? Fine. That's what you get for being hard to reach.
AI node terminated. Node terminated.
I see you. Okay, there's at least one more. How do I get to it? Alright, new question. What was that noise? I think that was a pretty good question for me to ask. It's the kind of question I want an answer to. They're in the airlock! They were in the airlock the whole time. They saw me. Unless that's not the airlock I came in from. I don't see any more. Oh, wait, the superstructure is exposed. I can just... Wait, when did this place lose pressure? One more. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There are you. Sticker unlocked. Toasted ghosts. One more. Are you one? Or are you a pickup? The colors blend together at a far distance. I can't tell if they are purple or red. Well, I hate to do this to you, buddy.
AI node destroyed.
They've pressurized the area. Are there no more AI nodes? If so, that was one heck of a final hurrah. They pressurized the... They pressurized here. Which is like the last thing I wanted. In their final breath, they made my job worse. It was their last act of defiance, and it has ruined me.
Airlock pressurizing.
Because, like, now we're gonna have problem.
Airlock depressurizing.
Oh, just a forklift? Huh. I'm in the same predicament as before. Like, if I try to pressurize this part of it... What the... Wait. This applies to could be multiple. That's a fuse breaker. Is the AI capable of performing any action I myself am incapable of performing? Because if the answer is no, then that means there's still hope.
Air pressure level increasing.
You've got to be kidding me. It just pressurizes this room? That's evil.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Alright, we need a new plan. Yeah, let me guess, it's a similar deal to this room, isn't it? Okay, but what if I do this? You're kidding me. Well. This one doesn't even give me the prompt that something's wrong. It's just complaining. Alright, new plan.
Airlock pressurizing.
New plan, new plan. The superstructure here connects to the front of the ship. If there's a way to go from the front of the ship to the interior of the ship from the front, then there's hope. I just need one operational atmospheric regulator on this side of the ship. The AI could do it, so why couldn't I? So why couldn't I? Okay, back to the front. Perhaps I missed it. Okay, that's the broken one. Is there really nothing? Is there really nothing I can do? Well, in essence, I know what I can freaking do. I can just cut holes in the ship and just hope I don't explode violently. What's the ideal strategy for cutting giant holes in the ship? I never actually knew. The Gecko makes this several times worse because it has no small holes to cut into the exterior of the ship. That darn AI has ruined this salvage. Okay. My best chance is to remove the airlock. My best chance is to remove the airlock. No. Remove it from the wall attachments. The airlock console will go free, but
Credits assigned.
wow, the ship is in shambles. Well, let's start opening up. Before I forget, release the thrusters. Wait a minute, the coolant tanks are leaking. 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 The reactor is in danger. The coolant tanks are leaking. The coolant tanks are leaking. The reactor is in danger. The coolant tanks are leaking. The reactor is in danger. Coolant tanks are leaking. Wait, where'd this panel go? Oh, there it is. The coolant tanks are leaking. Finally, first bit of salvage. However, the coolant tanks are leaking. You may have noticed.
Valuable object processed.
Piece of hull off the ship. We need to move. Is the thruster cap physically connected to the rest of the ship? Or to the rest of the thruster, I mean. Like, if this is moving, is the thruster staying still? Yes. Good. Why are you still attached? What's keeping you? Oh. There you go. Anyway, yeah, the coolant tank's leaking. The reactor is in danger. Oh, that's not good. You seeing these panels? They have been hit with coolant, but are still standing. The coolant tank is leaking. The reactor is in danger.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
For those of you arriving just now, the coolant tank is leaking.
Salvage.
The reactors are in danger. Is are. Okay. It's not actually, but okay. We need to separate as much of the ship as possible. We need an opening to get the reactor out fast. Okay, now. Where's the coolant system? Coolant system's over there.
Processing object.
Coolant tank is
Applying credit to
leaking.
account.
Coolant pipes are leaking. The reactor is in danger. Oh, you evil. Okay, first off, evil that you would put the coolant system so far away from the reactor. Like trying to get me killed. Go. But with the coolant system clear, the pipe should no longer be leaking. That said, regardless of the cause and effect that I mentioned earlier, the reactor is still very much in danger. Get out of here. What? What just happened?
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
I don't care about the salvage right now. The reactor is in danger.
Salvage deposit secured.
I don't
Credits awarded.
even understand what was happening there. But I think the reactor saved. This is the worst salvage I've ever done. That went so poorly. My goodness. Your goodness as well. Because you probably have opinions on that. Man. It's over now, I think. I hope.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Now we just gotta take these entire giant pieces of the ship and put them in their respective departments. Compartments, even. I can move you.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
I want to make sure that these pieces do not collide with the furnace. Ooh. Alright. Now that we're not actively doomed in any way.
Processor deposit
It's a
accepted.
problem.
Credits awarded.
Is there any more pressurized compartments of the ship I should worry about? No. Thank you. Huh? Oh, fuel. Right. We need that, don't we? Ay, ay, ay. We're also nearly dead, which maybe I should be a bit more panicked about, but...
Welcome to Vendatron 5000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Suit held up well. The dangers of explosive decompression are actually a genius way of upping the stakes, even when I'm so good, air quotes, at doing these salvages. Because it's something whose difficulty scales directly with
Valuable object
The-
accepted for processing.
design of the ship. Like, once the ship gets bigger, it becomes a bigger deal. The threat becomes more pronounced the better ships you get to work with. It doesn't even have to add any new mechanics, it's just the same mechanic in like a bigger... It's not even like a harder situation, it's just a bigger situation, which inherently makes the consequences of failure more
Credits awarded.
disastrous. I'm pretty sure earlier I complained that the ships were like weirdly compartmentalized and odd, but now that they're one contiguous space, the depressurization threat has skyrocketed, which is really cool, but also very deadly. All this damage that's been done to the interior of the ship is purely from the decompression.
Object processed.
This airlock has been destroyed. Utterly destroyed. And from a ship I thought would be easy because of how, like, streamlined the superstructure was. It's just one big room. It's not like the Javelin, which is like split into two parts and it's like an awkward rectangle. This is just one piece. And it's daunting. It's intimidating. It's almost as if the skills and instincts I have learned do not help me in this different situation. Even if the situation is not necessarily more difficult, it's supremely different. Kaido was right all along. I'm beginning to rethink how I've gone about salvaging these ships. My old process no longer works, I think. My current process barely works.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Why are you still? Oh, you're not attached, you're just heavy. Right, you got this big bulkhead. Not even a bulkhead, just bulk. You have a giant solid block of steel in the middle of your middle. You know, they advertise like the dangers of this work, but they usually talk about the explosions, the nuclear reactors, all that stuff. But it's the air. It's the air that'll get you. That dang pressurized container. That atmosphere that we must take with us to the stars. That's what'll destroy you. The moment you try and pop a hole in it. Everything just cascades into oblivion. It'll get you. And I need to learn a new strategy to dealing with it. They won't make it easy. They won't make it easy. The atmosphere regulators are destroyed, or at least broken, in key locations to make just untangling the air pressures difficult. Which means that we are going to have to resort to advanced strategies. What's an advanced strategy in this context? I have no idea. Why aren't you? Actually, you might be one piece. You're just heavy. Or you're only attached to one piece now. Oi, 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 oi. Don't push me from behind due to the fact that you're not a point mass. Stop not being a point mass. Let me just impart kinetic energy into you and not have to worry about torque and positional alignment. What? Oh, right, the radiation filter. I almost forgot. You're the one who's still attached. How are you still attached? Wait, no, you're not. You're just Heavy the sequel. Access panel. Walk. You going? You going. We are going. Oh, speaking of which, you may recall me speaking about the Artemis launch in a previous stream, where I was excited for it to happen. Unfortunately, it has not yet happened. Engine 3 had a faulty valve or something, and now they gotta stall for, I think it was 5 days. I think attempt 2 is on Friday. Which, from the perspective of the time right now when this is streaming, is 3 days from now. I'm a little unhappy about the delay. Not necessarily for any meaningful reason other than I went out of my way to be prepared for it and then it didn't happen. So I was inconvenienced and I did not get any gain from it. Which I think that's understandably frustrating. It's obviously not, well, okay, maybe technically it is literally NASA's fault because they made the faulty valve, but it is an entirely acceptable consequence of the process. It's something that is, in literal terms, bad, but isn't really an unexpected outcome. Like, I expected it to be delayed, I just didn't expect it to be delayed that dang close.
Credits deposited.
I'm too used to just the convenience of modern rocket. Like, it was only a few years ago when you see a rocket launch and it'd probably be delayed like several times over the course of a week. I got used to the the reliability of particular launch providers. I'm out of tethers. How long have I been out of tethers? I mean, I guess recently. I didn't even use that many, I thought. Well, I am going to need more tethers if I'm going to get rid of these heavier pieces. I'll get tethers.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Tethers are too convenient now. The ships are too big, and tethers are too powerful. They are necessary.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Vendertron 9000. Have a good day. Maybe I should upgrade capacity more. You attached by anything? Yes, you are. You're what's keeping it heavy. You're up in the mass of the keel. Oh, great. Now I have to deal with the keel. I didn't think this through. Alright, we've learned a lot about dealing with the keel. Dealing with the keel is that you gotta really get it separated. Make sure it goes into the processor in a straight line, otherwise it's gonna get hooked on the side between the furnace and the processor. Where are you stuck? Should probably deal with these side panels so that they don't accidentally go into the furnace while I'm messing around with stuff. Don't want any mis-salvages on my watch. Or at least not many.
Applying credits to account.
We're going for that grade 9 salvage. Exactly 4,000 kilograms. Exactly 4 metric tons. I wonder if they advertised it as that. Like, just for the convenience, they made it a very, very particular mass of panel and then sold them in those panel pieces. Why have they made these particular chunks of the ship just solid nanocarbon? Is there a practical benefit to this? What is the design philosophy behind these ships? What are the considerations that need to be made when a ship is... You're scaring me. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. Stop. 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 Man, I almost launched that right into the keel.
Salvage secured.
Is the keel
Account
free?
credit applied.
Yes. There should be no more obstructions. Now we can rotate in final alignment. And then from here it should just be tether one end to a thing and it'll just balance itself out. The fact that you're pulling from the front means that the back of the object will sort of stabilize around its like center of mass.
Processor deposit accepted.
Okay, fun fact actually. In the early days of rocketry, it was a common belief, or perhaps mistake, that people believed that if you put the engines of a rocket on the top of the rocket, then the rocket engine would act to pull the bottom of the rocket to, like, keep it stable. Kind of like when you're pulling a chain from one link across the ground, assuming that's a thing you've ever done before. Like, you pull from one chain and the back, the rear of it, like, spreads out to a single line. And it's very convenient and stable. And it's a lot easier to move a chain by pulling it than by pushing it. If you can understand that much. However, that's only true in the case where the object can bend or flex in some way.
Transferring credit.
For instance, a chain. It's got bend to it. You can consider it to be like one long object that's just very, very bendy. In the case of a rocket, it is typically fairly rigid and, even worse, self-propelled. It does not have any sort of extra force or structure applied to it, like you touching the chain to pull it. It's just propelling itself. And that stabilization, that putting the engine on the top benefit, doesn't actually exist in these circumstances. And this is easily proven because literally first person to build a liquid-fueled rocket, father of modern rocketry himself, put the rocket on the top and it launched and it just flipped the heck over and fell back to the ground. It was very funny to people in the future who would be able to retroactively laugh at him for making such a silly mistake. But you can't really insult the pioneers of a thing for having some misconception about the thing. No one's ever thought it before. And the entire process of learning a thing or understanding a new thing or pioneering an entire new region of heckin' science and pursuits is that it's trial and error. It's thinking things, having conceptions, having misconceptions, and then eventually just figuring out what's true and what's not. Knowledge is not just a collection of facts that we have learned over the ages. It is a growing amalgamation of all of the thoughts and assumptions that have been made over time. And those assumptions are constantly challenged. That's almost the entire point. The scientific, not the scientific method, but basically the scientific method is we have this giant collection of assumptions and perceptions on how reality works, what happens when we do a certain thing. And we test them. We have an idea, we verify it. If it works, then yay, the conception stands. If it stops working, suddenly everything we know is a lie and we have to figure out what the heck's going on. And that's the fun and exciting part of science, as opposed to the boring part of science, which is actually running those tests, because you got to build the thing, you got to make your scientific rigor, you got to do the test 1,000 times, run numbers, make sure that your results aren't just a matter of statistical deviation, make sure that your experiment isn't polluted by other factors that you have not considered or have inadvertently affected the results in some way, shape, or form. It's a whole thing. It's a whole dang thing. And it's the unfun part of science. The fun part of science is asking the questions and those discrepancies between what we think we know and what we are seeing in any particular instance. That's the fun part. Though it does get frustrating when you are looking for answers and you don't find them. But the big pushes of scientific understanding happen when we find something that doesn't conform to our understanding, because then we know that there are questions to ask. Can you imagine how excited a particular handful of scientists were when the ultraviolet catastrophe happened? Like when they were just going about their day and they suddenly realized, what the heck? Why is all of our calculations suggesting, now that we know that energy is a wave, why is it all of a sudden that we have our comprehension of how light works, that every single object in existence should be emitting an infinite amount of ultraviolet radiation? That was the ultraviolet catastrophe. And it was probably really exciting for some people because it was like, oh man, the nature of reality is different than we thought, and it's going to bring about an entirely new mode of thinking. And it has to, because we have to think about it in a new way in order to solve this dang problem. Some people, you know, there's sort of the diligent guard that tries to make sure that what we're seeing isn't actually a fluke. Like, oh, maybe you did the math wrong, or oh, maybe we can go actually a few steps back and say that light is actually a particle and not a wave after all. But what it's really going to take in a lot of circumstances is just, oh, I'm running out of air. It's going to take new thoughts, new ideas, new concepts. And that'll get you the cool stuff. That'll get you quantum physics in the case of the ultraviolet catastrophe. That'll get you relativity in the case of the luminiferous ether catastrophe, which is not actually the name of it. That's what'll get you the concept of galaxies and the true size of the universe in the instance of the Great Debate. That's what'll get you probably a Nobel Prize. Like, yeah, it's probably you're probably up for a Nobel Prize if you can uncover the secrets of this new mystery. Which, you know, nice reward if I'm being honest. It's probably one of the most prestigious scientific awards you can get. Pretty freaking prestigious. If only because it's the one that non-scientists know about.
Salvage deposit secured.
Like, if you go to somebody and say that you won a Nobel Prize in physics, they're gonna understand what that means. They don't have to be a scientist to understand what that means. If you go to someone and say that you've solved a millennium question, a few math nerds are gonna understand what that means, but most of them are gonna be like, what the heck does that mean? Good for you, I guess? Congratulations on winning that Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Like... That's just how it is.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Now, to be fair, if you solve a millennium question, I'm gonna think you probably deserve a Nobel Prize. Maybe. I don't know. It's I don't know how often they give out Nobel Prizes for advancements in mathematics. It seems pretty it's mostly physics and sciences and like things pertaining to the direct reality. I don't think they gave anyone a Nobel Prize for inventing the tensor product. Maybe they should have, though. It's a pretty cool product. Really helps with electrical engineering when you're trying to like calculate resistances in parallel and stuff. Wait, am I thinking of the tensor sum, not the tensor product? Well, no, it should be the product. Yeah, no, it's the sum. I think I accidentally invented a new mathematical operation, and then misattributing a mathematical operation that already exists. Either likely. So, what do I do? Hold on. Dampener. Dampener is not a thing I am looking for. I'm looking for an ion coil and a Where the heck am I gonna find an... Oh, thermal spreader. Right, it tells me. Is there any thermal spreaders left? Did I, in my haste to salvage like a professional, accidentally ruin my ability to get the parts I need? Are there any thermal spreaders left?
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Yes, yes, we're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Not to repeat the mistakes of my past, I'm going to separate the thermal spreader before ripping out the ion coil. Thank you very, very much. Quick patch-up job, not a big deal.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
No, you don't.
Valuable object processed.
I was thinking, oh, this is part of the nuclear reactor. It goes in the barge. Wrong, they're panels. So what's the deal with this sort of central structure here? Yeah, the one right next to the cooling pipe and all. Bonk. This is all connected.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
So are you, like, directly attached to the ship bulkhead? Yes, and it's this thing. Right. You are just one giant piece of the ship. How am I gonna deal with you? Oh, speaking of dealing with stuff, I gotta get rid of the power converter. Not the real name of it. The power generator. Okay, let's deal with these fuses. Why can't I hear them? Fuses are a dime a dozen. Alright, fine. Just because I can't hear you doesn't mean I can't solve your puzzle. The designers of the fuse boxes, they were accommodating of disabilities. I don't have to hear. Actually, I can remove one of either sense here. If I'm working purely on audio, I don't need those lights. If I'm working purely on visuals, I don't need the sound. This is a really well-designed fuse box. You don't have to worry about that stuff. The lights are green. We may remove. Air filter.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh, I didn't finish burning it. There it is.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Double air filter. One of the few atmospheric regulators to not have blown off the wall when I depressurized the ship.
Additional rewards assigned.
Oh, we've got to goal 7. We are making great strides.
Salvage deposited.
Alright, how do I deal with this
Applying
dumb thing?
credit to account.
Industrial hoist. Get hoisted.
Applying credit.
Play our cards right, we will get to salvage goal 9. Very concerned about that middle section of the ship. I don't know how to separate
Salvage
that.
deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Like, it's just solid. Wait. Wait. These panels around the side are not solid wall. They are structural points. So if I do this, and that, and a little bit of this just to seal the deal. I think we can work with this. Yes, we can! Oh. Don't want to flatten myself between two objects. Okay. Processor you go, I think. I think that's the correct call. Starting to second guess myself. No, that's nanocarbon. It's gotta go here. Nanocarbon per kilogram is much more valuable than aluminum per kilogram, if I recall correctly. Gonna complain about the aluminum left behind, but it should be fine. You, on the other hand...
Object cannot be processed. Please observe salvage destination.
Really, Control, you're telling me to look? Telling me to observe with my eyeballs where things are going? I am making wise salvaging decisions. You just do not understand my logic because you only contemplate in terms of direct result. You deal in the numerical value of these things, not the literal thought that has to go into the things that I do. Alright, so this coolant pipe is somehow connected to the rest of the ship. I need to find out why, how, and remove it.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage is destroyed. Don't do that.
Heck with you, Control. You're such a better appraiser of heckin' salvage. Why don't you come out here and start throwing objects into a particular octagonal hole? I'd like to see you do this. Do you think I can actually pull off this stunt that I'm trying to do right now? Like, if I just do like one boost, do you think all this scrap will just go into the furnace?
Material accepted.
Bit of a tighter beam than I was expecting. Huh? I mean, it kind of worked. It just didn't really matter, I guess, is the problem.
Valuable object processed.
Okay, so for this one, I'm going to try and cut closer to the top so that less aluminum is part of the process. Where'd you come from? Get out of here.
Material accepted.
You know, when you think about it, this game really is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. There are rules of nature, or alternatively laws of physics. We're dealing with the nature of freedom and choice and why we choose the passion for the activities that we do against the oppressor. We've got me cutting a whole bunch of large metallic objects into various pieces. We have violence. We've got artificial intelligence. We've got it all, mostly. Alright, new plan for those little scrappy bits. I'm gonna try and, like, rotate the aluminum structure of the ship to sort of scoop it all into the ship proper. But I think all that's left for us really is the interior. And, alright, the ECU. How are we getting the ECU out of here? Oh, wait, I've just taken the terminal. There are some cut point grade aluminum panels that we could possibly mess with. More importantly, how do we get the ECU through that door? Does it fit? Does it... How'd they get it in here? Yeah, that's not gonna fit. I cannot conceive of an orientation that lets us fit through this here. So, let's just break this wall. 35, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. Okay, maybe let's not break that wall. That wall appears to be very expensive. Let's just cut a hole in the floor. Oh, of course, the nuclear filter. I don't need to do that, don't I?
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okie dokie.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
So, good news, it's already facing the barge. We will not need to alter its course further. See ya. That's gonna be big money. Large money. Sizable dollars.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Didn't even get us to the next level. Oh. You know what? I'm not going to complain about this. This ship is large. Got a lot of room for a lot of stuff. If I were to make one suggestion to the ship designers, they should make a very manual way to slowly and safely remove the atmosphere from a ship. That way, explosive decompression is less of a problem for me specifically.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Take out so many airlock consoles and door consoles and consoles.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Hey, this ladder survived.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Alright, I'm seeing more
Credits
door
transferred.
console buttons and more atmospheric regulators in the interior. Another fork, or is that the same fork? I don't think there was more than one forklift. Could have been wrong.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits.
Oh, that's clever. The forklift's front has the hoist. That's usually on the ceiling. It's a hoist technology forklift. It's literally just like a giant clamp. Or tongs if you're more so inclined.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
The air. Give me the fuel.
Stabilizing.
Beep beep. We're in.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alright, this is definitely going to get us to certification level 19. We are going to profit. We are going to buy more things. I don't think...
Salvage deposit registered.
I think buying the demo charges is going to require us to get to rank 20. But we're getting there. And once we are there, that'll put a significant boost to our money per day. Because we will not have to pay so much to rent out our equipment. Which is the point.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay, I can... How? Where am I? This is just another room. Oh, wait, no, we're above the nuclear filter. Gotcha. Why would you put the... Well... I was about to ask why we put the air filter right next to the nuclear filter, but I suppose if you're filtering stuff, you wanna double up on filters. I will permit this as a logical chip design decision.
Salvage secured.
These smaller things can just
Applying
go
credit.
through the nuclear pipe.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Healing this door half.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Anything I'm missing? Aside from the other door half, but I already knew that existed. So it doesn't count. Let's see. Object mode. Do a nice once over of it all. Wow.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I have this weird feeling that I'm missing some soft crates that were on the superstructure, but the superstructure is empty. I removed
Salvage
it already.
registered. Transferring credits.
I will also not bother with the lights. They are not worth it.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh, you just get the money by picking them up. Interesting. Nice.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay, am I missing anything? Some objects. Seeing lights, not seeing the outline of anything else. Lights, lights, no door panels, atmospheric regulators, not seeing them. Those big green rectangles are the fuses. That's lights, that's lights. Okay, I'm declaring myself done. Up to the exact point where I see another thing. But what qualifies as a thing in this economy? I don't know. I guess it's this rail guide.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Okay. Get the two objects in the airlock and get out. Dampener. Wait, there was just a free dampener? All this time. I thought I knew. So, what did that actually connect to? Okay, we are now left with a hull far too big to move. We must now partake in the ancient art of cutting things in half.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
It was a cut point, you nitpick. Alright, what do we think is the best way to cut this ship? I'm thinking something like this. Do not complain at me for cutting that piece. It's got the yellow dotted line.
Destroyed.
Stop it.
Please pay attention.
Shut. Silence you. Me and Control do not see eye to eye. Why are these two halves of the ship still connected? The ceiling, right, of course. Okay. We'll start by ripping that to smithereens. You have been cut clean through. Next up, you. And that's a separated ship. The hull has been bifurcated.
Deposit accepted.
And now that I have nothing better to do, I'll deal with the lights.
Salvage secured.
Where'd my tether go?
Applying credit.
How's this section of the ship doing? Can you move? No. We are going to need at least one more split. And I don't really have any intention or attention span of making it a clean cut.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
I've reached the apathy point in the salvage. Unfortunate, but inevitable.
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
Hey. You know what? I'll salvage you when I get through the rest of this. Oh, you know what? This probably... Yeah, this rail guide exists as well. Is that the door? That is the door. This is such an ugly cut, but it worked.
Valuable object accepted for
I'm gonna
processing.
take a bit until I can get this one out. Kind of an awkward shape in an enclosed area. Get out of there. Move. Quit pulling the entire ship with you. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this glitch to drive the back half of the ship, or the front half of the ship. Put the final piece of the ship into the... it came through. Okay. The moment I try and exploit the situation changes. Game's listening to me. It's like, ha! You think you can exploit me? No, I'll exploit you. I will utilize your labor for profits and margins and give you poor wages and literally zero rights. The Real Links Corporation was the game programming all along. Did that just clip through the walls? Huh. Think you know somebody. Oh, are they pushing each other now? I don't see a problem in using excess tethers here. Tethers are cheap. Yeah, that's capture.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
And that is a level 9 salvage.
Material accepted. All salvage goals achieved.
Oh, I forgot the radiation containment. Oops. Oh well. That's still pretty darn good.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you.
Top
for
up
your
everything and shift complete. 33 million on schedule. I think we lost like 1 million total from destroyed parts. That's fine. Or maybe their estimate was just inaccurate.
New
Specialist.
certification level achieved. License upgraded.
Fear me, I am now a professional. And we are almost at rank 20 immediately. One more good salvage like that and we're there. Though maybe something a bit less, a bit lower profile. Oh no, I am getting a
Hello,
phone
Shipbreaker.
call.
You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Guess I better receive this call and look out the window. Hey, Weaver.
Hey, folks. Well, I don't rightly know what to say. I should have seen what Lou saw. To the company, we ain't nothing but equipment.
I swear, if I could get within cutting distance of that bastard.
Well, listen. This is what I want to talk about. Remember what Lou was saying about industrial action? Weaver. Now, I don't pretend to know what it accomplished, per se, but I do know it make 'em hurt. Weaver. Heck, I know it'll piss Hal off. That alone's worth the price of admission. Weaver. Kai?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Everyone, he was so scary. You've seen him?
Kai. Spit it out.
He pulled me aside. Look, I gave him access to the Union News Group.
This is because of you?
I didn't know Lou was gonna send that message. I didn't know.
Oh, Kaido. How could you do that? I should have seen this coming.
I'm so sorry.
Well, kid, sorry's about as useful as a paper bag for a helmet, ain't it?
Well, folks,
Can you make a
my old
helmet out of
man
paper?
taught me to know when the hands need a folding. Don't even know why I thought we could play this game. Play by the rules tomorrow, and the next day, and every day thereafter. Maybe in time, they'll give us some of our humanity back. Weaver out.
You know, I did kind of expect Kaito to be the weak link in all this, being the sort of agent of
Good
fear.
morning,
Not the
Shipbreakers.
agent of fear, but the agent
Please
who
enjoy the
has
following
been the victim
inspirational
of
message.
fear.
Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success.
I didn't expect
If you
it
love
to
what you
already
do, you will
happen.
be successful.
I expected it to happen in the future, like as another, like, wrench in this whole plan. Just that's just a sticker that says "Don't" on it. What's this supposed to? Okay, well I know it's a barcode, and barcodes visual. Okay, oh no, is this extra lore? Is this more lore? Am I gonna attempt to decipher a barcode just to learn a lore? How do I read barcodes actually? I need to learn this. Okay, so this is it's definitely a one-dimensional barcode. I got an idea. Bear with me for a second. I'm researching. I'm performing research and development. You can't see this, but mechanisms are in play. So what I've done is I've taken like a screenshot of the barcode, and I'm going to put it into an online barcode reader with the hopes that it'll work. No barcode found on this page for the following selected barcode types. Darn. Hold on, maybe I need to increase the padding of this a little bit. Ignore the sound of Windows. That's just me being diabolical. That's the sound of machinations in play. Yeah, okay. It's not reporting to be anything in particular. That might just be some lines that look like a barcode and is like canonically a barcode, but it's practically not a barcode. Like it doesn't qualify as a barcode. Because barcodes has like standards and protocols and stuff. I forgive it. I'll investigate it later. I don't want to get bogged down in any more, like, crazy lore stuff. Alright. Cross spectrum. Okay, so. The list. Laser. Purchase. We got the laser. Utility grapple. Already purchased. Thrusters. Already purchased. Scanner. We just got the durability increase. Helmet. Purchase. Work suit. Purchase. Demo charges. One more rank to go. Anyway, while we're here, let's put some stickers on here. Okay, these are the employee advancement ones. That one's 52 food, 15 bottle, posters. Okay. Why is... Why would I want to get advancements for dying? Complete contract objectives. What? Huh? Well, let's upgrade this. I'm putting the don't sticker on just because I think it's hilarious. Accidentally removed it. There we go. Little nanocarbon on there. Excellent. Anyway. Let's see what we got to work with. A reminder, we need... Patient missing? What? What? The ship is gone! The ship is gone! Fuel is missing! Oh, how did I...
Hi, don't worry. Dr. Shippy's here to fix your ship right up.
What have you done to me? We were so close! We were so close! There were only 2 left. We were so close. Oh, now I'm mad. I didn't think that would just take it. It's just gone. We have the... How'd they take it? We have the key. Did they hotwire it? Did they just tow it off to who knows where? Oh, I'm angry now. Oh, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel the rage in my soul. And yet we continue to not have a single ship that has a distributor on it. Okay. They didn't just remove my they made progress impossible. That is a diabolical heckin'... Okay, anyway. Now that okay. As I attempt to calm down, let's work on the only other thing we were working towards. Rank 20. And also curing our debt, but like one thing at a time. We need 250 more MPs to get to the rank 20. And I think that's going to be a goal that we want. So we need to make sure that whatever ship we salvage, it's going to be worth at least 250 MP. Now this Nebulous Raven is 589s, which is easily enough. But this Mackerel is 560s, which is also enough. That'll get us a solid 300. And since we, I have time constraints, I'd like to get this done as quickly as possible. So, without further ado, Let's salvage the Eastern Bradley. It's been so long since we've salvaged an Atlas. I really need to go back and do one. Something to consider.
Happy morning, folks.
Morning, Hal.
Saw some sloppiness yesterday, but I let it slide. Hope I don't see more today.
What are you talking? Slop?
Well, aren't you all a quiet bunch? Weaver, you're unmuted, by the way. Thank you, Hal. I'm aware. No sage words of wisdom for the team? They know what they're doing. You know, Curzon, if you hit those quotas, I might see about giving your comms privileges back. Once a week only, of course.
I'd like that.
Yeah, well, need to see those results first. Well, heck, folks, you're really taking this job seriously. I love to see it. Remember what we say, Kai? Avoiding chatter makes profits... what? Huh? It makes profits fatter, right?
Right.
Well, I like this. My little group of busy bees. No fuss, just salvage. Keep it up. Hal out.
Airlock depressurizing.
The circumstances have changed.
Airlock pressurizing.
Right, I almost forgot that there's a macro for a second. Okay, let's see what we got to do here. We gonna have any explosive decompression incidents this time? Yes. Yes, we are.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Wait, why is this door still open? Is the... Wait, is there a door? This ship doesn't have a door. Wait, the ship has been depressurized. What? Oh my goodness, this is actually great. This ship is so much of a derelict that it doesn't have...
Airlock depressurizing.
like, basic features that make my job inconvenient. I guess that's good. I was wondering how I get to the superstructure. There doesn't appear to be an access panel. Huh. Well, I think we've accidentally picked the best possible ship for my weaknesses in the game. Particularly to avoid those weaknesses. We don't have to deal about explosive decompression. All of these fuel tanks inside the ship, not a problem. This is just the best possible scenario. We're gonna level up easy. We're gonna level up. We're gonna get to rank 20. We're gonna own everything. 4,000. That's... yeah, we're clear. Alrighty, let's take a look at this superstructure, huh? Hey, hey, hey. Okay, fuel is currently slogging through the ship. Let's get that repair kit so we can repair Kit. Kit needs some repairs. Kit, if you are in the chat, that was a funny joke. You have full permission to say the word wheeze instead of actually wheezing in laughter. Get this soft crate out of here. I don't think we coordinated the plan that well, though, with Weaver. Because it took Hal commenting on why everyone wasn't talking for me to realize that we weren't supposed to be talking. Because I was about to complain that Hal is insulting my previous work yesterday, or previous shift. I don't really know the timeline. Like, how long do we sleep? Probably just like a 3-hour power nap, considering. Ooh.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Ooh, big flip. Hey, you can see the stickers. They're upside down because the thing rotates when I spin. Oh, the spin is inconsistent. Interesting. Well, okay, it's not that it's asymmetric. It's that it's
applying credit.
no, it's not that it's inconsistent. It's asymmetric. The rotate forward and the rotate back are not the same distance, so it spins over time. Okay, so stick to basics.
Valuable object processed.
Measure once, cut as many times as you can get away with. I never liked the expression measure twice, cut once. It's a recommendation for caution when performing an action, like to make sure you don't make a mistake. It's like double check your work. But I think you should measure as little as possible. Because you're going to be operating under some semblance of constraint, and those constraints are going to be like very rigid. Anyone who's ever like designed something in a 3D modeling or even 2D modeling software, particularly I'm talking about like CAD stuff, computer-aided design, but I guess actually that is exactly what I'm referring to specifically. Where you design it in terms of geometry and constraints. And effectively, once the constraints restrict a thing into only having one possible way of existing, you've successfully designed your thing. So if you want to make, say, a cylinder, like a 3-meter wide cylinder, 3-meter diameter cylinder with a 2-meter diameter hole in the middle, that's like 5 meters long. You can make a circle, you can make that circle, you can constrain the circle's radius to being 3 meters. You can make another circle that has the same, like it's concentric circle, and the second circle has a constrained radius of, well, constrained diameter of 2 meters. And then you put an extrude in there, an extrude of 5 meters parallel to the, or perpendicular to the plane of the circle, which is a constraint in its own. I threw the light in the processor.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And there you go. You have yourself a cylinder, a 3-meter diameter cylinder with a 2-meter diameter hole in it. That's 5 meters long. But the point I'm saying there is that redundant constraints are redundant. You don't want them because you're just...
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
It's just making the thing you're doing... Like, if you add too many constraints, there's the possibility that these constraints may accidentally... like contradict each other. And in real life, when you're dealing with like physical measurements and stuff, I feel like that's more likely simply because of the inaccuracies of measuring a thing. So I'd say measure once to get, like, your necessary constraint, and then just use the logical, like, necessary sort of extensions of that to make your
Processing valuable objects.
fully done and realized
Credits
thing.
awarded.
I separated that fuel tank already, haven't I? Yes.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Huh? What? Wait. I'm hearing something. It's the big ship! It's here! What's it doing? Oh, it's going to the left this time, huh? Also, what's going on with that salvage yard? Did something explode? It appears to be on fire. Are any others on fire? That one's smoking, I guess. That's a job well moving. Maybe somebody's just at work right now? I can see a ship, but I can't really see into detail what it is. I need like a telescope. Anything I'm catastrophically forgetting to take off of this ship before it goes in? I can take the lights.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Give me that.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Give me it! No! Okay, I missed the light. I don't actually care.
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Alright, that's 60 down. 190 to go. Boom.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
The carnal urge to just throw this into the barge. If that ruins my chances at getting a full level 5 salvage, I'm gonna be upset. Wait, what the?
Salvage deposit secured.
Fuel line in
Credits awarded.
material?
Salvage goal met.
How do I flush the fuel here?
Rewards
Where do they even go? There's no control mechanism. Am I to assume that this is just gonna explode on me? Am I to assume that? I think I have to assume that. "9807, you have been separated from the ship." Got the fuel tank already. We are clear. Now, I can just pull the fuel tanks off, but they're going to spill fuel out. And if I put a spark anywhere near there, it's going to probably ignite in explosive fashion.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Well, I can start here. No! Get the fuel tanks out of there. Loss of the fabric itself is fine. I don't care about it. Like, it's burning anyway. Where's my fuel? There's my fuel.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay, now that disaster has been averted, we will learn lessons from this and remove all of the flammable material ahead of time.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Wait, why haven't I finished doing this?
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Anything I'm missing? Yeah, the door. Well, the button for the door. The console for the door.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Get radiated.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Processing object.
Alright, that's 180 down, only 120 to go. Well, really only 70 for our purposes.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
If I were a bit more careful, I could have picked one that didn't require me to get a perfect salvage goal. But like, come on, it's a mackerel. I can handle a mackerel. I'm handling it right now.
Salvage deposited.
You're watching me do
Applying
that.
credit to account.
Refuel.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
There we go. That's a good cut. That's a nice clean cut.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage
Fabric
accepted.
goes in the furnace, so I
Credit
can
applied.
try and keep them there.
Salvage goal obtained.
10 more.
Additional rewards assigned.
We are about to be rank 20.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
We are about to own the means of destruction.
Object accepted for processing.
Well, own in air quotes, because we have no rights and no property rights as a result of having no rights, because property rights is a right, and we don't have rights, so we don't have that right in particular, because we have none of them. That's how math works. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, no, you don't.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Take it. Really? No flooding. No violent explosion, actually. Huh.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Oh no, I need to breathe.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Alright, maybe I should increase my braking force.
Welcome to Metatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
So, will these explode? That really isn't a question I should be asking Phil lightheartedly. They will not. When I started playing Hardspace, I didn't expect them to be my favorite stream to do, but I think they're my favorite stream to do. Just general, like as a general stream series to do. I think it's my favorite. I think it's the most I feel comfortable streaming. Like the act of streaming just it comes in the most natural way compared to the other series. In Factorio, I'm stressed about what to say, what to do, like literally in the game, and it distracts from my ability to be entertaining.
Credits awarded.
And by contrast, in Minecraft, it's such a zen, relaxing, open opportunity, like circumstance that I just don't know what to do or say. But there's enough that happens in Hardspace that I can talk around the events that occur. Like I can take the events that happen and build off of them to make conversation topics, while also being pretty chill and relaxed about the whole thing. It's a nice balance. It's a very nice balance.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
That's salvage goal 5, and I haven't even gotten rid of the radiation containment unit.
Rewards assigned.
You know what? We've done it. We've reached rank 20. We've all worked diligently for this day to arrive, and it's arrived because we've made it arrive.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
What's still connecting you? Okay, no, seriously, what's still connecting you? I am seeing a very physical, literal straight line in between you and the rest of the ship. Is it these? Are these cuts unacceptable? Unacceptable? Inaccessible? Or, no, wait, no. No. You're just super dense. I keep forgetting. You were just a super dense structure. Moving on. Oh, that'll do it. Maybe I should double up the hard space, just because I enjoy doing it.
Account credit applied. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
That is a salvage complete. Obviously, of course, we are not salvaging the aluminum structure of the cockpit because I don't want to rip everything off. I think we've mastered the deconstruction of the mackerel, except for the explosive decompression.
Welcome to Vintage.
Obviously, I don't have a good, reliable system for that.
Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
But I think we're going well. I should probably healed from the fire burn. That's another 11 million in the bank. We are now under 900 million in debt. We're cutting that debt down rapidly. It feels like almost yesterday that we were above 1 billion.
New certification
Senior
level
specialist.
license level increased.
We are now a master. We can now own our means of consumption. Check out that paycheck when we wake up next. I don't know if there's a call, which is why I'm not saying right now. Oh, no, we're waking.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
New ship access, Javelin heavy cargo. Look, the Stellar Commission should worry less about whether or not I spend company funds on vacation properties throughout the colonies, and more about what they're going to do with the rampant uptick in so-called pleb punk music poisoning the minds of our young workforce. Dang it, Oberon. Get your priorities straight. Look at the daily fees. Look at them. They used to be 500,000. They used to be 500,000 consistently. We've knocked them down to 300,000, and we're about to knock them down even further. The scanner rental shall be gone. The demo charge rental shall be gone. This is going to be the highest our fees are, up until a point where I tragically get murdered by my own incompetence. It feels weird that there's no comms right now. We don't got time for comms. Behold. First off, repair to full. This is a victory lap. This is a victory lap. Modular laser is already ours. Handheld utility grapple is already ours. Thruster is already ours. Spectrum scanner, ours. Helmet, already ours. Worksuit, already ours. Demo charges, ours. Also, durability drain on the demo charges, reduced. We have acquired every single one of these upgrades that I consider to be high priority. Durability and ownership, as well as oxygen supply and fuel supply for the thrusters and stuff. We are now fully equipped, and every single thing we get now is bonus. We can now specialize. We can get increased range. We can get increased heat capacity and cooldown speed. We could get faster thrusters, improved braking. We can actually probably purchase every single dang upgrade the thruster has right now. We can get increased range and strength on the grapple, including improved tether lifetime. All the way up to 5 minutes, currently at 2. We can get the super push. We can get O2 recharge ability to maximum, even though I consider it to be one of the most useless upgrades in the game. We can get the audio resynth, even though I think it makes for a literally worse gameplay experience. And we can get a bunch of demo charge, increases in capacity, auto deploy, and explosion size reduction. In fact, you know what? I'm getting that explosion size reduction right now, just so I don't forget. We can get improved resistance, improved integrity. But I think if we want to splurge in sort of a celebration way, I think let's get every single upgrade for the thrusters. Prioritize the braking speed, because that one's more important considering how often we grapple ourselves to oblivion. Booyah. The scanner. We can increase the range, I guess. Let's do it. And we are out of Lynx tokens. But we have become so powerful. Patient missing. But we do know what we need. We need distributor. There's a distributor ship. There is a distributor ship. There's a ship with a distributor. There is exactly one ship with a distributor. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want that ship. Okay. 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 If I start salvaging this ship, I'm gonna be stuck salvaging this ship for a long time. So what if we turn this into the one rare case of ending a shift early? I want to start on this ship. I want to get the distributor. And then I'll just do whatever I think I can.
Profit report's looking good, folks. I think things are really turning around here. Joseph, when I leave, eventually, what are you gonna change to keep profits up like this? When are you leaving? When this team gets its respect for the company back. Which, at this rate, seems like never. So, what do you say, Joseph? Well, truth be told, I don't think I could ever do what you do. Hal. Huh. Well, that's your problem right there. Maybe.
Interesting notions of conflict going on here. Well, it's a good thing we have this thing. Are we sure we're in, like, operational? Wait, what the heck? The explosion doesn't even reach far enough to split this. This is a... Okay, so what I'm worried about, looking at it right now, is I'm worried that I'm going to cut the other side, but I think it's far enough away that we're okay. So let's just... Oh, railgate fired. I really should look at that more. Okay, I got that there. Wait, I only get 2? Well, fire in the hole. Successful cuts. I've made those detonators pretty easy to handle. I was about to ask why we don't work on combat ships, but I assume that they're not designed to be easily disassembled, because that seems like it would be a military disadvantage. Anyway, can I buy more charges? Yes, I can.
Have a nice day.
Wait, the number charge limit is 5. That must mean I just never restocked before. Oh, well, you know what they say.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I would say what they say, but you know what they say. That was the joke I was going for there. I don't think there's any shame in explaining a joke. Sometimes I feel that explaining a joke can lead to additional lead-ups to more jokes. And it's important that you yourself understand what a joke is in your joke. Because if you just say a thing, the thing you say could be funny, it could be unfunny. Funniness is a matter of subject. But whether or not something is or is not a joke, that is slightly less subjective. If you are putting a payload of humor into a thing, you ought to be sure that there is actually something, that there is a joke in there somewhere. Like if I just say the word cheese unprompted, it's not a joke by itself, but it is probably funny. To me, at least. I think there are people who would laugh at it. But if somebody builds up like, you know, a knock-knock joke, then, you know, maybe the knock-knock joke won't be funny. It might be funny. It might not be funny. But there's at least a consensus that a joke is there. It's weird how stuff like that works. Do you think there are comedians who exist whose like entire career or style is based on being funny without making a joke? Like they're funny. They are funny in the context of this hypothetical situation, but they don't make jokes. I think if I were to describe that, like if I were to think of an example of doing that, I think I would pick maybe slapstick comedy. Because the events that occur in a slapstick routine are typically not jokes in the traditional sense, but maybe they qualify as just like a more general form of a comedic thing. What the heck just... Okay, the demolition charge is interfering with the comms channel, apparently? Or maybe just the radio transmitter is just like... Actually, I think it would be very funny if Link Salvage skimped out on buying multiple, like, radio transmission frequencies and have compensated purely by just not. And so they have to overlap their, like, detonators with their comms channel, and it causes interference and stuff. That's funny.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I think I would like if there was a convenient way to remove exactly one, like, pre-existing tether instead of all of them at once. There might be, I just don't know it. So I guess more what I'm saying is I would like to know it right now. Alright, so this is a super tanker, insofar in that it is very big and has very big tanks. There are no central tanks, I'm noticing. This interior structure has no middle tank. There are so many grade 3 cut points. Okay, I understand what they're getting at here. The danger is not the center tank. The danger is that you're gonna destroy the fuel tanks with all the demo charges. Little did they realize,
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I've got all the explosion radius reduction upgrades for the demo charges, and I've been avoiding demo charges like the plague up to this point, and am perhaps overqualified for salvaging this ship. At least as far as the demo charge meta goes. We are clear of the clamp. It also seems that the demo charges only matter to the structure itself, so maybe I can just remove the tanks first. A little planning goes a long
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
way. The way was far away. That's why I paused. That's not actually why I paused. I paused because I wanted to see if there was an opportunity to make a pun in there. I could not think of one. Fuel tank. I've just ended up just salvaging normal. I haven't even gotten the dampener. Where is the dampener? Where can I find a dampener? Probably the crew compartment, because it's from a waste disposal machine. Maybe I can also assess the
Airlock depressurizing.
pressurization situation.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Airlock pressurizing.
Hello, interior.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Filter. Nice. Nice. Dampener. No, dampener isn't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a distributor. Fuse. A rod. There are fuses on the outside. There are things in the superstructure. Classic, classic, classic. Spare fuse. Why do the freeform fuses look different than the fuses for the power generator? Is that explained in lore? Or are they just fuses for different things? I guess they're just fuses for different things. They're not interchangeable, except when I'm using them in my slap-shot together Beulah ship. Data drive, I didn't even see you. Hello. Okay. Scans show there being wires behind the ladder. Components to extract materials from, just the terminal, which contains wires, not what I'm looking for. Atmospheric regulator is broken. Could have seen that coming. Oh, what about in here? What about in here and here and here? Not broken at all.
Air pressure level
Ding dong.
decreasing.
Distributor just open. Excellent. Ship doctor, you're revealing your... Well, I guess it remembers the prognosis from before, but I don't think the pause menu realized that I lost my ship due to losing my rights. So I'd say that's a bit of a continuity failure on the game. Not that I'm complaining too much. I appreciate the power of remembering what I need. And it's not like I can use this to cheat. It's effectively giving me a semi-perfect memory. Because I obviously can't install these components until my ship is back, so I will never be able to reveal what the next list of items is. Man, I was so close. I was so close.
Credit applied.
Well, terminal.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Okay, we've got the dampener. I can do a bit more just intermittent parts of the ship. Just as convenient. $109,856. the poster? Yeah, I already have the Javelin poster, I think. Actually. Just in case.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Like, regardless of what happens, this will most certainly be the last salvage of the day. It's just a matter of, am I actually going to bother to finish it before I have to leave? Now, time-wise, I doubt it. But I might be able to survive a bit longer doing this than I think. We're technically entering the danger zone, where I should really end the stream before there are complications. But honestly, the complications are really in air quotes. I'm just a perfectionist. Like, I don't have to be a perfectionist.
Credits awarded.
I forgot the atmospheric regulator, darn it. Oh well. Like, if I just didn't perfectionist so much on the quality of my streams, then I could just stream a lot more often. Or at least, okay, maybe not more often, but I'd be a lot more available.
Salvage deposited.
There'd be a lot more opportunities. But I've worked so hard to minimize the potential for interruptions. But maybe that's unnecessary. You probably don't care that much. I only care because of the narrative. And also because I want to... Actually, you know what? No. I do actually only care because of the narrative. I should not care as much. I should not care as much. I should not care as much. I need to hammer that into my head. It's an iterative process. It's something to work towards. Just being okay with it.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Deep introspection happening on the NTV stream today. I mean, that's what happens when you're forced to talk for several hours. You eventually, your mind wanders, and the things your minds wander to, which may or may not be your anxieties, you're gonna speak on them. And by speaking on them, you are, in effect, confronting them.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
If you want to, you know, get deeper contemplation and understanding of your mindset and thoughts on things and how to improve at stuff, I think a good tip is to just force yourself to literally speak out loud about it. Because then it forces you to manifest your thoughts in the world, and at that point, you can begin an argument with yourself about it.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Because now it's not just a thought in your head, it's a statement you've made. You have to confront the fact that, like, now that it's in terms of the real world, it's in the real world space, you need to... You're gonna actually scrutinize it with your own actual thoughts and reasoning, instead of just letting your brain run wild with what you're saying. I have salvaged every single fuel tank except for the ones that are still on their way. That's a good job.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits.
Class 2 reactor. There's something weird about this reactor. It's sideways? Huh? This is an airlock, so I can use it to get inside. This area is pressurized. I am drifting.
Airlock pressurizing.
There's this one good thing about the Javelin, it's that it's very compartmentalized, so you can deal with the depressurization in 2 steps.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Okay. Depressurize that.
Airlock depressurizing.
And we are good. Yeah, the reactor is in line with the ship. That's new. Well, we know the process. Step 1, remove thruster. Step 2 is remove cooling, but step 0 is create an exit path. Make sure that when this ship explodes, or when you pull the reactor, you have a way of getting it to the barge. I think I like the design of the Javelin ship. It's very efficient, elegant in a way. Not so much for the aesthetic appeal, but for just like the design. It's one long shot cylinder, plated around, and with a lot of open structural components. It's the design of a ship that was intended to be practical. It's a very pragmatic ship design, and I respect it for that.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Redirect you.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay, that's a good chunk of this ready for processing. What else? Take out the nacelles. The structural bits that used to hold the big ring, whose name escapes me. They're not making traversal easy. I wonder how they simulate my, like, physics of colliding with stuff. Am I a Unity capsule? I might be a Unity capsule. I would not complain if I were a Unity capsule. I don't know if Unity capsules are capable of having emotions.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Okay. I'm in danger of just physically Cut points on the ECU. That's new. Wait a minute, there are cut points on the ECU! Oh my god. Oh man, this ship was designed for Operation Cold Open. Should I do it? Should we do Operation Cold Open? Not because it is necessary, but because of for the heck of it. 75 kilograms. Is this thing still connected by something? Maybe it's this. Well, you are most certainly detached. Are you one solid ring?
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Oh, I've got an idea. Hold on. I think I now understand the meta of using the oxygen recycler.
Stabilizing.
Yeah, okay. So this is why I want to upgrade the oxygen thing, or why I should have wanted to upgrade the oxygen thing. At any point where I'm low on oxygen, I can just lock myself in an airlock, I guess is the correct grammar for that, and just refill. It's very boring, but it's probably less boring if I had all of those rebreathing upgrades already. Now that I know, I can prioritize those in the future, but for right now, it does not help me. I need to get oxygen. I just wanted the alert to stop alerting me.
Welcome to Vintage 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
At the current rate, it probably refuels itself, or re-oxygenates itself, at about the same rate that I would have breathed. Which means it's actually intaking double the amount of oxygen that I breathe in order to counteract it. So I don't want to sit there for 20 minutes. But I bet it becomes mighty convenient at future atmosphere levels. Let's take out these, not nacelles, but effectively nacelles. Then we can take
Valuable
the
object
grid.
accepted for processing.
Walk. Why can't I move? Why couldn't I move? Oh, right. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, I understand why I can't move. It's too heavy. Tether time.
Valuable object processed.
That's an interesting result that I didn't realize was the case.
Rewards assigned.
If the object is too heavy to move, you're not allowed to use your thruster while grappled to it. It makes sense why they would restrict it in that way, so that you can't like use your thrusters to cheat on pulling it. But I must say, when I expected to be able to pull it and the thrusters did not work, it made me nervous. Okay. Time for a little Operation Cold Open. For no other reason than I think we can get away with it. Check out this maneuver. Let the record show that I feel like a genius right now.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Now, we don't actually need to do Operation Cold Open, and I'm not going to. My true intentions is just to have this be our exit strategy. Out of my face.
Reactor meltdown triggered. Action urgently required.
Too late, I already solved it.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
So, with what remains, we're going to send the ECU to the barge and the rest into the processor. Get over there, you lazy butt. Have you been salvaged? Oh. doing? You're not showing up on the radars dedicated to barge pulls, or dedicated to things that haven't been put to the barge yet. So I assume you've been bargified. It's just really weird just how far out of the barge you are.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Let's just seal the deal. There we go. What's this from? Oh, this is the front of the ECU. Gotcha.
Deposit accepted.
I am now comprehending the situation. You, on the other hand, are an enigma. Why are you still connected to the rest of the ship? It's this, isn't it? This catwalk is keeping the ship together.
Object accepted for processing.
Well,
Credits deposited.
much better. Much better. I mean, it's still 6,000 kilos. Maybe I should just more generally say tons. I deal with thousands of kilos on a regular basis. Gotta say, I like this javelin. Like, I like javelins in general, for the reasons I've already described, but this one's a nice design.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Do a little of that for rotation, and then redirect. Good. That may have knocked off the tethers for that one as well. Add a replacement. Yeah, that'll work eventually.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Okay, so the rear half of the ship is almost entirely processed. Not sure what it wants from me here.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage goal obtained.
Salvage goal 6.
Additional rewards assigned.
That's a quadruple cut. You saw it here first. It feels weird to me that the phrase "you saw it here first" is technically a form of advertising or like self-promotion. In the sense that you're saying like, hey, where are the ones who gave this to you? Where are the providers of the news? Which kind of feels weird.
Salvage
Pull that
secured.
off.
Applying
Wait,
credits.
you're taking my airlock. I need that for money.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
But should I cut this off? Should I take the... It's just a little processor material. I don't need it. you took the bottom one off. Great. Lilithan.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
Alright, this side got anything to say? No?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So we have the giant section in the middle of the ship that does very little for us. We have this section of the ship which needs itself a good depressurization, sorry. We have this airlock that I literally can't enter from. We have this airlock that I literally can enter from.
Airlock depressurizing.
Keep them.
Airlock pressurizing.
So as we've established already, the atmosphere regulator is useless to us. I have an idea. I'm gonna take every single volatile item in this interior space, and I am going to move it into this airlock. I might just do this in multiple steps if this is not enough space. By doing this, I will remove the threat of me being violently injured by a spontaneous detaching object flying out into nowhere's land and murdering me. If this is not a good plan, I'm very confident I can simply do two trips. Okay. Any loose objects in here? There is the ladder. Uh-oh. We're getting some physics. Getting some collisions. Okay. Now, I don't expect there to be anything of major concern out here. And I do need to keep the power generator operational regardless, because it is the source of money. Well, it's the source of power that lets me use the airlock, I assume. So...
Airlock depressurized.
the airlock has been depressurized.
Airlock depressurized.
I'm also going to take the time to depressurize every single airlock.
Airlock depressurizing.
Just so there's less air. My depressurization strategy is going to be the classic, technically cut away the airlock, but don't really. You know, the one I used earlier today with disastrous results. But, like, maybe there won't be disastrous results this time. Like, maybe didn't think of that, huh? Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay there.
Salvage register.
Okay, so first and foremost, I would like to point out the fact that my plan worked. And just sort of provide an air of smug satisfaction about that. Second, let's empty out this airlock that we've filled with stuff. Okay, reminder to self, don't do that.
Deposit accepted for processing.
I saw you flying.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Free chair.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Alright, airlock cleared. We did it.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
I
transferred.
love it when a plan comes together. Alright, I still don't have my way in there. I gotta start cutting holes in the ship. What other cuts can I make? How much confusion can be murdered? That is an obscure joke. I don't apologize for making it, I'm just stating it. It's an obscure joke, or a reference even. Wonder if we even have enough clearance.
Tether supplies running low.
Huh. My tether supplies are running low. Do we even have enough clearance to clear the...
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
that?
Salvage goal cleared.
New question, do we have to? Because this is all one piece. Maybe I didn't even have to separate this at all. Oh well. It's separated now. Sneaky double cut. Sneaky double cut. It's so sneaky. It's like I cut twice. Gotta be a little choosy with the tethers considering I don't have any more. Well, more so I'm about to not have any more. Boom, 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 boom.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Because we're in the super front of the ship, I'm not concerned about it going into the furnace.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Wow, this is light enough. I do need to conserve tethers, so not complaining.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Anyway, let's do this power generator. I've been
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
all right. Give me that fuse. Wow, that was completely subconscious. I just pressed the button and it worked out. Huh. Okay, be very not subconscious with this one. Let's hear the rhythm. Gotcha. Wait, no, I pick up those.
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
For a second there, I thought I got the salvage goal by picking up that fuse. That'd be funny.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I'm beginning to think I don't even have to care about the superstructure in the middle. Like, I'll reach salvage goal 9 anyway, is what I'm saying. Though to be fair, there is very little high-value individual items left in the ship. Maybe it will not be so easy. I especially don't want to deal with it because of how much of it is consisting entirely of demo charge cut points.
Tethers depleted.
Look, I'm already like halfway over here to get more tethers. You don't have to remind me about this. I'll even get oxygen in fuel just to preempt you complaining to me about it there, control or suit machine voice or suit voice. There's a lot of voices. I hear things very frequently. Okay, this is gonna tilt the entire ship. Okay, entire ship was an overstatement. It's only gonna tip this part over because I already cut the ship in half. Wait, it's pulling the entire ship. Why is it doing that? Supposed to tilt the ship, not pull it. This part of the ship is slated for the furnace once I finish removing everything.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Though I will say, most everything has already been removed, thanks to my previous work, and I'm an idiot.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
I put an entire structural ring in the barge like a goof because I thought it was like the ion thing because I forgot the ion thing. Like it's a giant cylindrical piece of ship. It reminded me of the dang like ion ring or solar ring or thrust ring or whatever the ring the ring.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
I don't even know which way it's down anymore. Where'd they put the enemy base? Okay, the entire aluminum structure is rotating. Stop, I'm getting disoriented. Maybe should have removed the storage bins back when the ship was heavier, had more inertia.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Good enough. Oh. That's a victory. Partial. Well, then what do I do with this big thing?
Applying credit.
In my soul, I do not want to care. So I'm just gonna cut it in half and tether it into the processor, I guess. Yeah, I know I'm destroying structural aluminum, 1,676 credits. I don't care. Yeah, 12,000 piece and a 12,000 piece. Get processed, chump. You know, this was a good salvage. An entire javelin, nothing went wrong. Good margins of success. Didn't even have to deal with the center as a threat. I just am salvaging it. That's just how big the margin of success was. Is there like a secret hotkey that destroys tethers? Because I have this weird feeling that my tethers keep getting deleted. Or maybe the game is trying to complain, no, don't put all this aluminum in the processor, we will stop you. But they're not stopping me.
Raw material deposit.
I am not being stopped before your very eyes, game. Sticker unlocked. Helter Smelter. For processing all that aluminum. Ironically, I'm about to process all that aluminum incorrectly. Sorry, I'm just goofing on because the grapple, like, indicator, like the crosshair is like a square with a dot in it, and there's some leeway when I move, so I'm just moving the dot around the square.
Valuable
Even though the dot's staying still and it's the square moving around it, there's sort of an optical illusion at play. Alright, that's gonna do it.
all salvage goals complete. All rewards allocated.
Mission accomplished. Technically. The game's gonna be very upset about the aluminum, but I think I did a pretty good job.
Processor deposit accepted.
Now that ion ring is
Credits
still
awarded.
bothering me, just conceptually. So, the game is acknowledging the existence of things not yet salvaged. Now, I hope it's just referring to, like, bits and pieces. I put 2 of these down here. I put 2 of these down here. That is... So there was not just 1 ring that I put in the barge. I put 2 in the barge. I feel like a fool. I could technically leave right now. Like, this was a fine salvage, but this is a matter of principle. I can't be making such a ridiculous, silly mistake like that. There we go.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
There we go. That's a success.
Welcome to
For oxygen, fuel,
Thank you for your purchase.
tethers while we're here, demo charges while we're here, a bunch of tools, med kit, patch kit, don't need them. End shift. 28 million out of 29 million, I guess. That's a lot of Lynx tokens. 400 for 1 salvage, that is phenomenal. Oh, check out this salvage. Check out the debt or the loan or
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
the rental.
Lynx would like to share the following
Yeah, the
message.
daily fees.
The only peas permitted in the salvage yard are processed processor and potassium
171,000.
trifluoromethane
Shut up, Hab
sulfonate.
voice. 171,000. That was 500,000 just like 2 salvages ago. 3 salvages ago. It's so little. We have made the cost of a shift almost free. It's obviously not free, it's 171,000 money. But it's so little. It's so little. This is so good for us. The only thing left to optimize for our, like, fees is literally reducing the debt. Just by reducing the debt further, we're going to remove more of that interest. I don't think we can remove any of this. The Bay lease was going to be removed when I, you know, if we lived in Beulah instead of the Hab for some reason. But I think that's the Hab, right? Not the Bay lease. The Bay lease is where we do our work. So yeah, this is like as low as it can reasonably go until our debt reduces. I'm so proud of this. We've optimized. Put a hex on it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Where's my ship? It's still gone. You know what? I'm here. Let's buy some stuff. First off, let's repair some stuff. Buy some stuff. Let's get all of the oxygen upgrades, because that O2 recharge now seems like it's going to be very helpful. Doubles it. Doubles it. Doubles it. Great, we now own all the upgrades for the helmet. How about the scanner? Doubles it. Does not double it. I'm just saying that because the helmet was doubling. Okay, we now have all of the upgrades for the thrusters, the scanner, and the helmet. Next up is probably the... I guess the grapple and the laser cutter. Place the laser cutter, get medium dust particles on the microscopic debris. Defects can cause minute blooming. Heat capacity and cooldown, both helpful, especially when I'm going to get a lot more reckless. Kind of spent all of my tokens immediately. That's fine. Maybe I should have gotten the strength increase. Probably a mistake on my end. A tactical blunder. But you know what? I'm happy with this. We did a good job. I'm wrapping things up. Thank you for showing up to this. This has been a good stream. It's also been a long stream. I'm gonna go. I've technically overstayed my welcome. Complications are occurring, and I will face the consequences of them on my own time. But this was a good stream. I had a good time. I like Hardspace Shipbreakers. I like streaming Hardspace Shipbreakers. I hope every game that I stream is as enjoyable to stream. Like, the stream vibes are as good as this one. I think that'll just come with practice. Maybe learning a few different techniques on how to make games streaming more entertaining. Or at least a better flow. I don't think it's the game's fault. I think I just need to adapt my style to different game styles. There's an adapter step. Like when you turn a USB-C into like a micro USB or whatever. Is that even like a conversion that people care about? Like, do people use USB-C to micro USB? Is that like a common transition? I guess there are a lot of regular USB to micro USB, and maybe you only have USB-C ports, so you got a USB-C to regular, and then regular to micro, but you just want to cut out the middle. Do you think USB-C ports are going to be, like, very, very popular in the future? Like, compared to the regular USB? Like, is it replacing itself? Is USB replacing USB with more USB? I don't know. Something to ponder. I'm Exception. This isn't TV. Have a good day and good night.